Hi, we are back here on Girl Talk. I'm really excited. I am meeting along with you, Cathy Ulmer, Ulmer's Pharmacy. Thank you so much for joining us. Actually, Jeremy had to tell us to talk to the camera because we've already had 20-minute conversation.
Yes.
We're done, right?
We've already done all the talking.
Yeah, we learned a lot. But locally owned and operated. You went to MUSC.
Yes.
What is the background? Tell me what a pharmacist needs to do from an education point of view.
Well, nowadays, all pharmacists that go to school get a doctorate in pharmacy versus a bachelor's. So you have to do an undergraduate. In my case, I did 4 years with a chemistry major and then 4 years of pharmacy school. Some of the schools do 3 years, like South University, but MUSC, it's a 4-year program and you get out with a doctorate in pharmacy.
Do you have specialties or can people just do a general broad spectrum?
You can absolutely have a specialty. So if you go maybe an additional year and do a residency, you can have a hospital residency in cardiology or pulmonology or something like that. So if you want to go into something specialized.
So for me, the profession of being a pharmacist is magic to me because I'm not chemistry and the genetics. I want to understand mechanisms of action.
Right.
But I don't. So one of the things that we were talking about is that's really where you come in. And it's probably one of the most underutilized. You're probably very underutilized.
I think partly in the healthcare community, we're underutilized by healthcare professionals because they forget that we're there and we're really a good guidance for medication therapy. But customer-wise, we're the most accessible healthcare professionals. So we're overutilized by people that just come in or call and have questions about just about anything because they sometimes just can't get through to their doctor's office. And so we're kind of right there. We answer the phone and everything. So
from a store, I don't know what, from a store point of view, are you allopathic, homeopathic, a little bit of everything? Talk to me about the actual
Well, in
facility.
our store, we're a little bit of everything, or we try to encompass as a wellness center.
Okay.
So we provide the prescriptions, your typical everyday stuff. We also do compounding, so we do specialized medications specific to patients, and we have a lab. We do consultations for CBD and herbal products, and we have honey, and we have the essential oils. So we kind of help people with their whole health instead of just one thing.
So let's say I come in and it's not my area of expertise because it's not. Many of us, it's not. Can you help guide us through the process and make sure that we're aligned with what we need, with what you think is appropriate, and then kind of how to manage that?
Yeah, that's really kind of what we specialize in as an independent pharmacy is kind of getting you in there, reviewing your medication therapy, making sure there's no duplications or drug interactions on a daily basis. We also do things like pill packing to help keep the pills your morning, noon, and evening. We can pack them up for you so that they're ready to go. And then we bring in that whole flavor of, have you tried, honey for the cough instead of a cough suppressant? Or, have you tried the essential oils? Or if you have questions about those, we can help guide in that. And it's the same right now with CBD being so popular, the anti-inflammatories. And can you get off of your pain medicine and start something more homeopathic to get off of those pain medications? So we kind of encompass the whole health. So we have all these options, and not just you take this drug.
Well, it's really interesting because my dad's a cardiologist, but he's also 92. And so medicines are always a little, I always worry.
Yeah.
So I never thought about the packing word. It makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Just put them in packaging.
Yeah, we actually pre-package them, and you're going to tear off a day's worth. You can tear off, a week's worth or just one dose so that you have it sticking in your pocketbook. And it's got labeled with everything that's in there, what drugs are in there. So it makes you feel confident that you're taking what you're supposed to.
What about things like flu shots, all of that kind of jazz?
We do it all.
Okay.
We do flu shots on a daily basis, but we also travel vaccines. So if you're going to certain places and you need hepatitis. A lot of new grandparents now need their pertussis, which is a tetanus shot.
I have 10 grandkids.
Yes. So
exactly.
like everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't see my grandkid. I need my, I need my shot.
That's exactly right.
And it's a walk-in, so
Yeah.
you're not waiting or worrying. And
maybe this is just a practical, but if I've always been to a more big box, like a Walgreens, CVS, whatever, that have been good, but I really want a little more individualized care. How do I make that transition? Is it complicated?
it isn't. It's really easier than anybody thinks. So usually what we do is we say, people will call us up or come in and they'll be like, I would just like to come here. I like the atmosphere.
Sure.
Or I want to transfer. And
I want you to know my name.
Yes.
To be honest with you.
So you walk through the door, we know who you are.
Yeah.
I actually know your drugs usually kind of start popping into my head or things like that. So we make the phone call to the pharmacy you want to transfer from, and we do all the work for you. And then we have all your information there and can start the process.
Oh, he's so going to make us go, isn't he? I see
Yeah.
him like, it's time to go,
Got
it's
it.
time to go. We are engaged in meaningful conversation. Cathy Ulmer, thank you for joining us. And stay with us. There will be more to come on Girl Talk.